I am feeling so much better now. That vault really put me through a binger. Now though, I'm feeling like my old self again. All it took was a little bit of killing to set me right. I stayed up until Evan's shift was over and did as I said I would. No activity to speak of, but I passed the time by updating my maps and marking the locations I've been to recently, as well as reorganizing my clipboard files in general. It's funny really, I never use this thing all that much in the vault, in spite of my job, but out here in the wastes, it's been a real lifesaver. Anyway, Evan came back, and I slept well for a little while. When he woke me, I threw all my extra stuff on the bed, saving myself carrying all that dead weight this time, set 4 markers on my map, and went out to find the family. First was a baseball field. Fordham Flash Memorial. I have to admit, I got a little emotional there. Brings back old memories, you know? I miss baseball. I was never really good at it, but... well, whatever. I was pretty apparent that the family wasn't there, so I checked the Moonbeam Outdoor Cinema. They were also not there either. Though I did find a book called Pilgrim Illustrated on a picnic table there, which I am finding to be a good read. It's about boxing. Then I found a cave bunker place built into side of a small cliff nearby. Evan called it Hamilton's Hideaway. No family, but there was a group of raiders, a Nuka-Cola Quantum, another duck and cover copy. I'm thinking maybe I might be able to sell duplicates of books I've already read. And some cherry bombs that I find some use for later. Also a locked door, which proved irritatingly resistant to my attempts to pick it. I'll be back for you later, door. And finally, I came to Northwest Seneca Station. It was inhabited, when I got there, by a pair of ghouls called Murphy and Barrett. Murphy's cooking up a new drug called Ultrajet, which is jet, except ultra. One of the additional ingredients needed is sugar bombs, and he's offered to pay me caps to bring him some. The stupid prick for some reason didn't want to try scavenging the old grocery store just up all over the station, where I immediately found multiple boxes to sell to him.
What? You think you can walk
I
around
found
the
Talon
wasteland doing
mercenaries
the things that
waiting
you do,
for me
and there isn't
on
going to
the
be
steps too.
someone who takes
Granted,
notice?
but I like to think of them as free ammo dispensers rather than a threat. They're not hard to kill, and I need some more Talon armor pieces to fix some damage done to my own set by some white crab-like abomination that crawled out of the nearby river earlier that day. Did I mention that I've taken to wearing Talon armor now? Pretty sure I did. That stuff's good. Far more protective than metal or leather, and certainly better than the Val jumpsuit I've been wearing until now. Anyway, a quick trip through an irradiated cave, and I was in a metro tunnel again. The family set traps to kill me, but I got through them, disarmed the mines. Now I have a supply of mines. Disarmed the rich shotguns. Now I have a combat shotgun. Really, it was just giving me more things to kill them with. Side note, while I have the mines already, I think I'll head over Forward's minefield anyway. There might be other things there worth my time. I met their guard, and he let me into the main station where the family are based. I didn't immediately open hostiles, because I wanted to find out where Ian West was being kept. After asking around, I soon found their leader, Vance. Guy was a charismatic sort, but smug and pretentious as all fuck. Kept acting high and mighty with me for judging him, even after he revealed that the family were cannibals. explaining
our
the
home.
state of Ian's
My
parents,
people
I
call
guess.
me Vance.
I let him
I
speak
lead
though,
this group of weary travelers
because
and outcasts
when a man
who
has a
need home.
badass code like
And
that,
to what do I
and a
owe the
flaming
pleasure
sword,
of your
you let
visit?
him speak. It's just courtesy. I heard him out. He made his excuses about how the family are just poor and misunderstood, and cannibalism really isn't just that bad, and blah blah blah. He seemed to have forgotten that the reason I was there was because the gang were terrorizing a small village, not because I'm trying to round up all the cannibals in the wasteland and gas them. Not that I wouldn't do that if I had some time and resources, but still. Well, a slaughter soon followed. Fire sword is mine, the damn fine coat is mine, and most of the things in the station that once belonged to the family, because I killed them all, are mine. I found Ian West too, and had let him out of his confinement.
I thought I heard
I
guns.
explained the situation
What's
to
going
him,
on?
but he seemed
Who are
upset
you?
with me. Turns out he killed his parents and tried to eat them. Vance's people were reforming him. The family, six, is that while there are technically cannibals, they prefer to think of themselves as vampires. They have a bunch of rules and stuff. Primarily that they only drink blood. No eating actual flesh though, because that would be weird. Whatever. I gave him his letter and sent him back to Arefu. I can dispense wasteland justice on him later, if I can convince myself he deserves it. Honestly though, I think he really couldn't help it. Right now though, I've got to claim the spoils of my victory here, and find a way to get it all back to Arefu. Where's the rest of my stuff is? Solved their problem though. I delivered my letter and I killed the family. Arefu's finally safe. I can't wait to see the look on Evan King's face when I gave him the good news.